I already had 2, but I'm pretty sure it's just because I opened it. That's why. Because for some reason, when I open it myself, it adds an extra viewer. I don't know why, because it only seems to do it when like one extra tab is like you do it the first time. After that, it does not care. And again, it's really weird. But yeah. I have seen though freaking liberals on Twitch. My god, they are losing their mind. Like literally I saw Ohio senator who's running, Sherrod Brown. He said like, yeah, it's a good idea that Biden should step out, and then everybody's like, oh, it's only because of the donors and all that, and it's like, okay, now you care about why is it not playing? Oh, it's muted. That would do it. I was like, oh, now you're playing the freaking like donors and all that, you know, you're actually paying attention to that, like the lobbyists. So now we're doing it. You know, when it's actually a good thing that you should be dropping out. Because I don't know if you realize the donors are dropping out because they don't think he's going to win. So they're putting their like resources into like making it so it drops out so we have a candidate with a higher likelihood to win. Like, I don't understand this like blind unity and all that, because like I feel like it just will make it worse. Because I also saw like after Sherrod Brown said that, like all of them were like, well, I'm not voting for him. And it's like, why? What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, it is Twitter, so like obviously, yeah, there's a lot of freaking insane people on there, but like, yeah, that is so stupid. Just be like, yep, I'm not voting for him now, just because of that. And it's like, why? What do you have to gain from it, you know? You have nothing to gain from just being like, yep, nope. Like, that's just petty. For you to be like, yep, I'm not voting for him because of that. Like, that's just petty. I'm sorry. But it's such a petty reason. Because, like, yeah, sure, Sherrod Brown probably is saying that because... Well, I think he's saying that also because they're just losing. Because Biden's there. So, yeah, that's also a reason why. Which I guess it could be because the donors aren't donating to the Democrats, which obviously then by proxy, like, would go down. But, like, yeah, no, Biden is literally making it so the, like, lower ticket races are becoming worse. So that's another thing. It is funny though, because I also have seen anti-Sherrod Brown ads, and one of them was like, he's a Biden insider. And now he's telling Biden to drop out. So that ad doesn't really work anymore now, does it? It does. So last night they did say like, oh, like it seems like Biden may like drop out at the weekend, but then like when I woke up this morning, it's like, oh, he's probably not, and they're just gonna wait it out. So I have no idea what to think, you know? I have no idea. I also never know why my mom mows the lawn every time I'm streaming. Alright, just every time. Like, even during Sundays, man, it's the same time. I guess because she's like, oh, I can do some. But, I mean, maybe you can't hear it, but, like, it is a little distracting. Like, I'm literally on my phone and, like, listening to stuff the whole time. Like, she can do it any of those other times. Like, she hasn't needed my help for, like, stuff, like, recently. It's not even, like, oh, like, she can just do that on her own and whatever. She can do other stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I have like a hangnail on like one of my left index finger. It's bugging me. But yeah. I don't know if I said it too, but like it's funny that Trump picked like the worst vice president candidate. I think I just said that to my mom or something like that. And and just bringing it up. But yeah, he chose literally like the worst one. So good job, Donald. You nailed it. Nice job. Yeah. Yeah, you really nailed it this time around, Donald. Smashed it out of the park with that one. Yeah. I think it's mostly what I want to say, because it was just like, just recently, like I was just looking at the thing a little bit before that. Man, people in an uproar about the like Trump assassination jokes. I actually was like super heated about that the day before I streamed, right? I think it was before the 16th. Yeah, I think it was before that stream. I think so. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna mull about that, but then I was like, that's probably not a good idea because God knows it's gonna be taken out of context, and then I just have to deal with that for the rest of my life. Just people are gonna be reminding it, and it's just like, cool, dude. That's so awesome. And like also people are like, oh man, like they don't want to talk to me because of that either, and it's just like, hey, if you did the research, it's like the one thing that like I guess you could say I'm a bad person about, you know. I feel like all the rest of the stuff, or like I at least like have a reason that I've been that way, you know. Like my whole thing is just like, I mean, I know why people are getting mad at it, because like obviously you'll have like the liberals like lose their mind about it because they don't want violence at all and don't like it. Well, I guess I should say like, yeah, violence isn't great, but also like the difference that I feel like most leftists know is that political violence is done because of oppression. So like they want to, you know, do violence on their oppressor. That's literally why October 7th happened. Was because they were fighting back against their oppression. You know? Mandela, yeah, he also was like a lot with violence, and I think he even said like humans should do like anything that they can to stop racism or something along those lines. But like, yeah, he was not a like peaceful, like he did not go about ending like his oppression peacefully, is my point. But now they're just like whitewashing MLK, Gandhi, and even freaking Mandela about that. Although I feel like the thing with the Trump assassination is that it seems like it didn't really apply, because it seemed like from what we were hearing, like he was a centrist, like American centrist, not like a in the world stage like centrist. Because like, yeah, he had both that Trump rally mapped out and the DNC, and then had pictures of both Biden and Trump. So it makes me think that like he wanted to assassinate both of them, which is weird. Like it's very odd, and like, yeah, we don't know anything because like it seemed like he didn't really have much of a footprint, a digital footprint, so we don't know like political views or anything. But I mean, his mom was a Democrat and then his dad was a Republican, so like that also like he could be a centrist in that way. So like, yeah, I don't know if the like whole, if that applies to that, but I mean, obviously like, I should say like political violence against right-wingers, that's what it is, and like right-wing people. That's the reasoning, usually, because I guess Trump is right-wing and it doesn't really, kind of doesn't seem like it applies here. I don't know, but that's the thing that sucks about killing them. You know, you never know what their true motive was. You know, it did seem like they were mentally unstable or like mentally unwell. So, but that's another thing too. Why I feel like I don't mind making those jokes, because it's also like oh, this rhetoric calls this to happen, but it's also like, no. I mean, I guess yes, but like also if you just made everybody mentally stable, then like it wouldn't happen. You know? Like, that's the true problem, because why people then go out and carry out the thing from like what people are saying is because they're mentally unstable. They were already mentally unstable to begin with. And so like, yeah, they just hear that and they're like, cool, I'm gonna carry this out. But yeah, if everybody's like mentally stable, then that, like, those jokes wouldn't even be an issue. You know, we'd like throw around like JFK jokes, like how it was mind blowing and whatever, like, and like 9/11 jokes and all that. And it seems like for the most part, people don't really care. And I say for the most part, because I'm sure there are some people who do care. But yeah, that's what it is for me. Another thing also is like when people are like, oh, timing, I don't think about that either. Like that doesn't go into my like why I think like when I should think I should make a joke or something like that. Like that doesn't matter to me out, because like I also am under the belief that the person or like people adjacent who would be affected are like going to feel pretty much the same about the joke, even if you say like 40 years later, right? Because it's either like despair again of like bringing it up, or some people, their coping mechanism is to make jokes about it, you know? So like they also could find it a little funny. Now I think like over the years, like yeah, those like emotions will like be a little softer, but I think they would still be there. So it's like, oh man, because it's also entirely subjective. Like when is it too early? You know, that's entirely your opinion. And like, just because people are going after the God King, you know, that's why right wingers are losing their mind. Because that's the thing. Also, I said that going back to like content creators, they were like kind of like making jokes or just saying stuff kind of around it. Which also, I will add, like, Tom didn't say anything that would incite violence. He just basically described what happened. Like, obviously, like, kind of joked about it, but, like, nothing in it incited violence. And just like, oh, I kind of just have, like, this, like, red worm on my ear or something like that. And it's like, yeah, no, that wasn't inciting violence. I guess I could see with, like, Tricky Wheeze, maybe. But, like, also, who's gonna see freaking Tricky Wee and be like, yep, I'm gonna assassinate this guy? I mean, I guess it's a possibility, but still, it's really stupid. Like, I feel like, yeah, political people need to be careful about that, which I guess I talk about politics a decent amount, so like I probably should be careful. But it's just like, but those people, like, because another thing too is that they're entertainers at the end of the day. Their whole thing is making jokes, you know? None of it's meant to be taken seriously. Unless like they're probably like talking about themselves or like a story that happened, stuff like that. Like other than that, like yeah, no, they're just, it's going to be a joke. And it was so stupid to me after like Tricky Wee had the apology tweet, which she did stand her ground for a little bit, and I do respect her for that. But like then made an apology tweet, and then people are like, oh no, this wasn't a joke. It's like, you don't, what? That's not your mind. You don't know that. What are you talking about? So what if you made a Paul Pelosi joke when all that happened, and then I say like, oh, you know, like you would do the same thing, or like, obviously it's a joke, like, God, the double standard of the right, dude, it's so freaking awesome, dude. It's so fun to deal with. I just really hope Biden drops it, because like, yeah, I think it's truly like the best chance we got. Like, I mean, Biden's flaws are clear. And I don't care how many Hulk Hogan's or Dana White show up at the RNC, most people know they're really bad. Also, because I think there's less scandals with Hulk Hogan and Dana White as well. So, I mean, also them being there doesn't really help moderates, you know? But yeah, it would be kind of, because Kamala does do better, but she would also have the uphill battle of being black and female. So that's another thing. But yeah, I really hope Biden does. Because, like, I feel like even then, like, you can at least say Biden tried, you know? I guess it could be, like, a debate about if he did it too late or something like that, but I feel like, honestly, that'd be irrelevant to even debate. Like, you can just say, at least at the end of the day, he tried. Although I think an article said that he would not be endorsing Kamala, which is also, like, okay, why aren't you endorsing your own vice president? And why are you making, like, a scramble to, like, run for the nominee again? Like, that's annoying. It's honestly probably because Kamala's like more progressive than he is. And oh no, progressive policies, God forbid, making the lives of people, like the regular people's lives better? Crazy. We can't have that. This is America. We can kind of keep oppressing those people. Ugh. It's so mad knowing that like all the problems with America can just go back to capitalism and like lobbying, and it's just like, God, if we just moved away from that, like you have no idea how much better our lives would be. Like, it's insane. Even like the fentanyl stuff that they're complaining about is like due to capitalism. You know, because also how you can fix it, because you can't really change the supply problem of it. Like, you can do a little bit, but it's like only gonna be like a dent in it. It's like you have to do like the demand part of it you have to fix, and like that's also like fixing poverty, like doing all this other stuff. It's like an everything issue. So like, yeah, just doing, I think, general progressive policies also will just also make that issue better too. Like, it's crazy when you think about, like, I didn't even realize how much of like even like stuff that seems kind of smaller when you think about it, or like you would be like, huh, I don't know how to solve this. Like, it in reality is actually very simple. Like, and like you shouldn't even really worry about it because it's going to be solved alongside when you do the other stuff. And it's very interesting to actually like think about, because yeah, you just make the wealth inequality like shorter or smaller, and yeah, then people will be less likely to take like fentanyl and all that. And it's like, yeah, that's crazy. And also smartphones is I think the thing is that they were like falsely, oh yeah, they were using correlation not causation, that's what it was, with smartphones and like depression and all that, when in reality it's like how the world is, that's why we're lonely. Like social injustice, all of that, like that's why we're actually like lonely, is because of all that happening in the world. It's not because of the phones. And also phones don't do anything grade-wise for the higher up people. The lower ones do, but that's just likely because they have lower concentration. Yeah. And then also there's a headline like, oh, students get 200 notifications a day, but like, yeah, that's from messaging people. Like, I mean, I did see, because we actually did that in my pop culture class last year. It's weird to say my juniors last year now, Jesus. I mean, I guess I am not in my next year, but regardless. We had that, and one of them was just like, every time you got a notification, you put it up on the board. And I had one, and that was from someone who didn't upload often. I was kind of bummed about it. It's like, man, I could have gone perfect. Actually, I think I had two. I might have had two. But I think that was just like the weather or something like that. It wasn't that crazy. But yeah, they kept going up to that board a lot. It was like 40 probably for like some of them, maybe like 30. And it's like, yeah, but like that's probably just messaging people. It's really not that crazy. But yeah, we should definitely deal with the loneliness problem and actually look at what the factors are that are making people lonely, because it's not the phones, that's for sure. I think we were like, oh no, the grades though, and it's like, yeah, no, what? That's not the problem. Because the thing is also like, yeah, I think some people, and I think I am the way in some cases, where it's just like, you know, some of it just seems kind of, what is the word I'm looking for? It's not like tedious is the word I'm looking for, but like, I can't think of the word, and I know there's a good one for it. But like, I redundant maybe, because like you can just look them up, you know, like it's not it's not that big of a deal. But like maybe that's just me. But well, I don't think that's just me, but it's like, yeah, we literally have like all the knowledge in the world at fingertips. It's why also I'm like, I feel like if you actually wanted to like specialize in a topic, you didn't need college, because like if you just want to know about the field, right, you don't want to go down that career path, but you want to know that knowledge. Like you don't have to go to college for it, I don't think, as long as you get the books, as long as you have like look at the right stuff, you know, and like look at all the studies, then you can figure that out yourself. Now, like obviously I think colleges give you that more like work experience and like hands-on experience, so yeah, that would be different. So like if you actually want a job in that field, I'd say like, yeah, still go to college, because they probably will still give you that hands-on experience and like practice in that field. But yeah, if you just want to know the knowledge of it, like, I mean, I guess college is still good, because then like you can just do that. The only thing is like you still have student loan debt. Thanks, Reagan. Yeah, if it weren't for Reagan, you know, it honestly wouldn't be that big of a deal. Oh no, people are wasting their college time. It's like, what? God, Reagan, you suck. You suck, Reagan. This is kind of off topic. It's just because I keep seeing like because my friend put a screenshot of Donald Trump running, and JD Vance is his running mate, and it just keeps reminding me of the 2024 election. But yeah, I'm worried that even if like whoever the Democrat wins, it's not going to be over, because I have a feeling there'll be another January 6th, and if anything, it's going to be more like well put together. So like, I think that's probably gonna be their last opportunity, like their last stand, if you will, even though like it's for a terrible cause. But yeah, I don't think even if the Democratic candidate wins, like it's like done and dealt with. I do think that if the Democratic candidate wins, then I think America as a whole will get more left-leaning. Like, we'll kind of move away from MAGA. Especially if it's like not Biden anymore and it's like actually like a decently liked president. Because then hopefully we can get some more progressives in the House. The only problem again is with like lobbying, so like the IDF or AIPAC are just gonna like pay off probably a bunch of Democrats and all that. I mean, they're still doing that now, but yeah, it is weird though that like AOC and Bernie are like, oh no, keep Biden in. We're like, if he wins, he's gonna actually pass progressive stuff, and it's like, he's the worst chance we have. You could have maybe done that for like another candidate. Like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing? Like, you seriously could have probably just waited until like the next person come up. I mean, I don't think Biden's like terribly right wing, but he is still obviously a liberal. Kamala's more progressive. So like they could have probably just waited for like Kamala, because I think Kamala would probably do the best, even like regardless of like a primary thing. Because I think it's like Josh Shapiro, and there was two other names I think I saw, but like Kamala was one of them, and I think Kamala would still win regardless because she's the VP, so it would just make sense. And yeah, I think Kamala is a little more progressive, so, which actually, yeah, that would be kind of big, because like again, Kamala's not like the most progressive, but she is more progressive, and I think like she can give rhetoric that would actually allow progressives to have more of a field, because obviously, you know, Trump's rhetoric allowed fascism basically to rise in America. So like, hopefully if Kamala's president, she can say at least a little bit more like progressive rhetoric, and that can be spread. And then that can lead to progressives rising in the government. But yeah, I think also, oh, you know what? I think the loneliest thing in schools though, because I will also come back to that, and because it was kind of related. I think it was kind of related to phones, but that's just because like we have like the news at like all times, you know, so we're like more tuned in to like what's going on in the world. And so yeah, we just see all these like bleak headlines, and then yeah, we get like depression after that. Yeah, I don't think it was loneliness rates. I think loneliness is a part of it, but I think it was depression rates is more what it was. And yeah, just seeing like these bleak headlines and it's just like, yeah, it sucks. But yeah, if Kamala wins though, if Biden steps down and then like Kamala were to win, because yeah, Kamala's still like, it's not a guaranteed victory obviously, but it's a better chance than with Biden. But I do think like I'd be pretty optimistic after that, and obviously if like whatever like over like coup d'etat that the right would want to do, like after that's thwarted, hopefully it's thwarted. And yeah, like honestly, if I were like Biden, especially if like my vice president's going to win, I would be like, hey, beef up security, you know. Make sure this coup d'etat does not work out. If there is a coup like brewing, like even if there's like not, but there's still like, if I was in Biden's position and like the person next to me is gonna win, and like I know how like the right wing is like doing stuff and it seems like they're becoming more united, I'd be like, yeah, no, we're beefing up security, like we're making sure that like something like that doesn't happen and that it will fail. But yeah, that's just if I was in his position. He probably wouldn't, honestly. He probably wouldn't think to do that. Because, I mean, I don't know. I don't even think it would really be that controversial. It would just be like, oh, hey, look, there's more people. Like, there's just, like, more guards. Because, yeah, I guess it was in his inauguration. Because it's January 20th he gets inaugurated. So what happens on January 6th? I don't know. Unless that was just like obviously it's just a random date in between like the election results and inauguration day. I don't know. I guess it could have been that then. I have no idea. Yeah, I feel like I am gonna be one of those people that actually like pays attention to their primaries. You know, if the left, the Democrat candidate wins. Because if Trump wins, we're moving out of here. Probably gonna go to Canada. But if the Democrat wins, then yeah, I'd probably like actually like pay attention and give it to whoever's the most progressive, because we just need those voices, man. We need them badly. We do not have enough of those voices in government. So yeah. I don't know if people have really been doing it, but they do need to capitalize on more probably is like doing YouTube stuff. Because like, especially with our generation coming up, like people my age, like we did a lot of our watching on like YouTube. We didn't really watch a lot of TV, you know? Like a lot of our watching and like how we, and like I guess our equivalent to TV is YouTube. So I feel like also politicians were to put like their own like candidacy videos. It's what I would do if I was running for office, would be to make YouTube videos, you know? And I feel like also like not even just like those like 2-minute ads or whatever, like stating your points and why this point would be like is good, you know, explaining it, going in depth in it, right? Because I feel like some people don't want to really watch those like leftist like YouTubers, but like if you have like a politician running, then like they can explain it. It's like kind of what Ross Perot did with the infomercials, but you just put them on like YouTube, and they aren't 60 minutes. But like, yeah, I mean, I guess when you want to talk about like a certain point, yeah, a lot of them you kind of have to spend a lot of time talking about them and make sure you get like everything in there. But yeah, that's what I would do. And I'm surprised like more people haven't done it. I mean, the thing is also with TikTok as well, because I guess TikTok is more popular with younger people as well. Yeah, I guess people my age probably watch TikTok more. It's probably like TikTok and then YouTube, but yeah. I think it would just be a good idea to do that and like clearly state your points and your opinions, why it's good, why the other side's is bad, you know? Like just point it out extensively. I think that would be a huge success, a huge political like success, to just tell your voters, hey, this is why I believe what I believe. You know, like I already have my beliefs set, but you know, I'm sure a lot of them are more like on the fence about stuff and aren't fully aware of certain points and all that, you know. Because I wasn't afraid to go on leftist YouTube, you know. I don't even remember why I went down that rabbit hole either. I think Second Thought was the first leftist YouTuber I watched, but I don't even know why I got recommended them. Honestly. Like, I don't know what I will watch before that. Actually, I think it was like Mr. Beat or something like that. I watched his stuff, and then I think it got me recommended to leftist YouTube. So yeah, that's kind of neat. I think I've said it before though, but it's also like super weird to me when you're like a science teacher or like a history teacher and you're right wing. It's like, how can you how can you have those beliefs when like you literally looked at the science, you looked at like history and what's happened in the past, and you're like, yep, nope, this still sounds good. It's like, what? Like, how? I don't understand. I am very confused. But yeah, that's just how I feel about that. Because just like whenever I look at science and whenever I just look at history, I'm just like, I don't understand. You could be right wing and just be like, yep, nope, how it is now is fine. It's like, okay. I guess like the hesitancy towards like left-leaning movements, I guess I can kind of see if you're like a history teacher, but you also should just keep in mind that one, communism is an economic ideology, and two, it can change. You know, like if you're a little bit like toppings on like a pizza or something like that, like even if they screwed up, you can just rip the topping off, you know? I mean, I guess you can't add it, but like you can still like change it, you know? If you have the ingredient in your house, just put it on there, you know? It's not that big of a deal. On a burger, you know? Just take it off. You can change it. And there's a lot of different choices between those. And like in a recipe, you know? Put this in, maybe take that out, change, like modify it a little bit, you know? You can do that. So why can't we do that with a government? You know? That's my point. That's the whole point of me going on that ramble. It's just like, so what's the point? You know? If we can change a recipe, why can't we change a government? You know? And like learn from its mistakes. I mean, I think that's pretty solid. There's literally a video by Hakeem that's literally socialism's like past failures. You know? What they did wrong. Like, people, like, even in the leftist sphere, like, hey, some stuff they did was really messed up and, like, really bad. So, like, how about we don't do that? I think that's what bothers me the most about that, is because, yeah, I think people just associate with that, like, bad thing and, like, don't think, like, oh, yeah, this could maybe change, you know? Like, they kind of forget about that, and it's just a little upsetting. I mean, I'm sure like people can come around to it, you know? I'm sure they can. I do think there are some people who are just like so brain broken that like you can't get it through to them, but I think there are still people who will stay open-minded, even like if they are like a Trump supporter or whatever. Like they still can be convinced, you know? I mean, because that's the thing, like most humans are like empathetic, sympathetic, you know, care about other people, you know. So like I feel like if you just say those stuff, and even then, like I think most like Americans honestly agree with economic stuff, which is socialism. It's just once you say it's socialism, they're like, oh Jesus, no, get that away. And it's like, oh well, awesome, dude. I love that Red Scare propaganda has done that to you, where if you just say the word, then like, oh Jesus, no, get that away from me. Freaking, like it's the devil. It's a freaking moral panic over here. It's like, good lord. It's freaking insane. But yeah. I guess it's just gonna be a talking stream, because I also did think it was a Friday stream. Like, I actually can kind of get away with a talking stream. See, I honestly forgot. It is gonna be 2 minutes longer though, because I go for an hour and a half and I start 2 minutes earlier. So, whoops. Yeah, that was entirely by accident too. I think I have it at the beginning of the VOD as to why, but yeah, that was that. I did an oopsie. But yeah. So that's why. Dude, the thing is, like, I want to look at like other people like raid. It's just so hard for me to do that. Because the thing is also, like, obviously people could be streaming at different times. I do have a schedule set, so I have that working out for me. But for like most people, like, I don't know if they really have a schedule or if they just like stream whenever like they have the time to. It's like, even if I found someone, I don't know their schedule, you know? And like, maybe I can be friends with them, you know? I feel like, I mean, that's my goal of like raiding someone. It's like, I want to raid someone who I actually want to be friends with, or like I think is actually like a good. So yeah, I want to do that, but yeah, it's just really hard. Because I think how I'm just gonna go about it is just like looking at games I enjoy playing, because obviously that's a similar interest, so you can open up with that. But yeah, it's kind of hard because the games I really like aren't streamed, so it's really hard to or like, and also like not very many people watch them either, so it's very hard to like find someone, unless I just want to go into just chatting for like a while, which is another thing. I'm just buried in just chatting. It's fine. I'm just talking. To be fair, I think my stream title also isn't great, but like, that's the thing with like the authenticity of stuff too. It's just like, my stream titles are just my personality, you know? So that's why, like, I don't want to do like I might put like the commands in there, because like otherwise people might not know about them. I think if I got bigger, obviously people would know them, because I could, like, people are going to be typing them in as they go by. But yeah, I probably should put the because I think some people do that for like a description of like what is going on. Like, they'll sometimes put that, and they'll put like exclamation point and then the command, and then yeah, I'll basically just like on the side be like, oh, so this is what's going on. Which, yeah, that's a good idea. Like, I feel like that's the only difference I make to Twitch titles. I mean, obviously I'd put like who I'm streaming with if I do collabs, you know, obviously. It's just yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just like the content creation world is just so saturated. I think ever since like the pandemic, and I feel like even like kind of leading up to pandemic, but I think the pandemic definitely sped it along of just how saturated and oversaturated the content creation sphere is. Because yeah, I also was the one who joined after the pandemic. To be fair though, I wanted to be a content creator before that. It's just my mom was like, oh, I don't want you to do it until you're like 18, and then she let me do it in 8th grade. So like, I don't know, she let me do it when I was 14. I don't know, man. Oh, you know what? I know why, because like, yeah, I kept that in my mind, and then I saw my brother doing it. And I think that was before he was. Was that before? No, I think he would have been 18. Yeah, I think he would have been 18 because I would have been 13 when I saw it because it was my 14th birthday. I got a capture card, so I would have been 13 when I saw it. So I think he was 18. Why'd I think he was like not? Because I think that's why I had the whole conversation, like with my mom, just like sitting down with her. Yeah, I think that was kind of what it was. It was like, yeah, I wanted to do content creation. But yeah, I think that's what it was. Oh, I think the thing was like he was doing like he already did for a year or something like that. Maybe that's what it was. So like, yeah, he was doing it when he was under 18. Maybe that's what it was. Either that, or I'm just trying to find a way to like be like, oh yeah, he was underage, so that's why I was annoyed. But he might have actually just been of age. No, my mom said, but my mom for some reason changed it for me. Which, you know, I'm not complaining about it now, obviously. But yeah, it's just interesting. It's also weird because it says I'm 45 minutes in, but it says it's 8:14. Which is weird because it's... Oh yeah, because I just started at a random second, right? Because it's usually like I started as soon as I hit it, so it's like a few seconds off. But yeah, no, this is I just completely hit on accident, so I don't know what the second marker was when I hit it. I have no idea. So yeah, that's probably why it's like that.
TV shows are on YouTube.
That makes
Enjoy the
sense.
latest releases.
Yeah. God, I've been having heartburn issues again. I've been starting to pop up. Man, if only I had that medicine that actually like worked and got rid of it whenever I just took it. But I'm pretty sure the pharmaceutical industry is like, but that's not giving us money.
AMC Plus and more.
I don't remember what the medicine was because I would look it up to see if it's still available. I have no idea. But it was in like a liquid form. And yeah, it worked perfectly. It worked great. Literally, like, whenever I even feel it coming on, I would just use it, and bam, I wouldn't have to worry about it for, like, a few months, I don't think. Like, it would only pop up, like, once every few months, and even then it was, like, a slight issue. Well, I think if it was, like, very small, then I wouldn't, but, like, yeah, if it was actually, like, starting to feel, like, an actual, like, heartburn, then I'm like, yeah, no. I think it depended. Sometimes it was, yeah, when I would wait until it was, like, actual heartburn thing. And other times, like, if I just felt it, like, coming on, then yeah, I took it then. See, I think it just depended. But yeah, it worked great. Like, I didn't have to worry about it for a few months. And, like, even then, like, if I did have it, it was like, oh, that's, like, no worry. But, like, I feel like the one I have, like, the last time I took it, I think it did work when I had one. But also, it just makes it seem like it's worse, like at the when it first starts, and then it goes away. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that's how this one would go. And it's also a pill, and I don't like swallowing pills. But yeah, I don't know. Like, they really couldn't condense it into a liquid. I guess maybe if there's no like. Or if it's like a weird temperature, they have to get it to a liquid. I guess that makes sense. 'Cause I don't know if the pill has like solid stuff in it. Because yeah, if it's solid, then like I'm assuming the medicine would have to be real warm then for it to be a liquid. Because I mean, one of them has to be a liquid, and then you can maybe mix the rest of it in. But yeah, one of them for sure would have to be a liquid, I think. Or I guess you could just throw water in it. I don't know if the water would like make it worse. Probably. I assume the water would take some of the effect that like it's supposed to give to like you, and then the water just eats it. It eats some of it. Yeah, it would probably be worse if you threw like water in there or something. Just as like a liquid, so you could put in liquid form. See, I think liquid medicine doesn't work as well as pills. At least, like, usually. Most of the time. And I'm sure that's kind of why. Because I'm sure some stuff in the liquid is, like, taking some of it, so you aren't getting, like, the full thing. I assume that's part of it. Yeah. This is 50 minutes. Dude, I feel like it, honestly, sometimes when I'm talking, it's like, I don't think it's lame. I was gonna say it's lame though, but it's just like, man, all these people talking about like their interests and all this. Well, I guess politics is my interests, you know, since I do look into it actively, so I guess it technically is one of my interests, but it's just gonna be so hard to like balance entertainer and activist, because that is probably my dream job. Like just thinking about it. I do think I do actually need to like play with other people, because I think I am left to my thoughts like too much sometimes, and I think that's why I'm always so like doom and gloom, is because like I don't hang out with people except at like school. But like my school friends, we don't like organize anything outside of school, and like the one person I think I would do it with is at a summer camp for the whole summer. So I mean, yeah, can't really set anything up there. But yeah, I just don't set up anything. The last time I think I've been to someone else's place was like 3rd grade for a party, and that was it. I don't think I've been to anybody else's house since. That like was my friend. So it's been a minute. But yeah. But yeah, I probably do need to do stuff with other people more often. But like, yeah, the thing is like, also, it's not even like I have to like go visit them. Like I can just play games with them. The problem is though, it's like, yeah, we both had a PlayStation 4 and now mine is broken, so I don't think I can play with them. They do have a gaming laptop, I think. Is it a gaming laptop? I think it might be. But I don't think they have any games, like shared games, so we can't do anything. But yeah, I guess also just like talking we could just do, you know, so I want to have some conversation. But yeah, I think it's also why I just want to make friends with people who also stream, because one, it gives you like a better chance of being seen, because now there's 2 streams that you can be seen, but also like freaking, you know, it would help me like play games with other people. The only thing is, like, from where I am now, like it would have to be games I have, like matching games with someone, because I can't afford to buy a new game. Hopefully like I can get to that point, but yeah, for now I can't really. I can maybe get like one every few months, but like that's about it. I can't just be like ask this person like, oh, you have this game, or like they ask me like, oh, you have this game, and then I be like, no, and they're like, oh, well, you can get it then. It's like I can't really do that, because yeah, I also don't even have the DLC for like Tekken 8. I play Tekken 8. I have 80 hours in it. I don't have the DLC for it. But yeah, I also still really biffed. Like I've said it many times, but I really dropped the ball not getting WWE 2K24. I feel like I could have made so much with it. And yeah, instead I bought the Political Machine 2024, which I got 1 stream out of. So yeah, that was a swing and a miss. I got bored of it very quickly. Also, they changed like my strategy of how I did super well like after the first update. It's like, oh well, this isn't fun anymore. It wasn't enjoyable after that. I think honestly that update didn't change that, and I might still play a little bit after that, but yeah, no, it's just a little. I didn't like it. I mean, they did. To be fair, they probably changed it because it was broken, but I still like doing it. But yeah, I really wish I got Ticket24. Well, I don't know, because of how my computer's been running recently. Well, I think it can run games. It's just like sometimes it just will be a little slow. It'll take it a minute to run it, which obviously should not be how it is, because it should be able to run these like perfectly fine. And in fact, I think before it was running these perfectly fine, so I think there is something going on with it. But yeah, for now, I'm just kind of in the whole thing of like, I mean, it's fine. I don't care enough to like change it right now. I have gotten close sometimes because yeah, I can't play like my Civ setup that I want to, which is like Giant Earth 40 Civs. And just kind of like play for like a couple hours and then not finish the game ever. But yeah, so I can't do that. So that does make me want to think twice about it every once in a while. But yeah, other than that, I don't care enough. Because obviously the game's run, so I mean, it's fine. It's not broken. I just wish I also remembered the other computer place I went, like that one place I went to before when there was an issue. Remember what it was called? Because it was run by like one dude, and it's in a city that I'm not from, too. So that also makes it kind of hard. Like, yeah, I don't remember what the name of it was. So it makes it real hard to be able to contact that person again. And also, I think my dad technically paid for it too, because my dad was talking to him. And he has more money than my mom does. So also, he probably could like get away with that more as well. Okay, the guy who built my computer, he moved real far. I mean, he still stayed in state, but like, it's a couple hours away. So yeah, I also can't really like talk to that person about what's going on with it. I think I found out through my dad, just like randomly texting him, like, oh, can we have this person like come oversee? Or maybe he just brought it up. It's like, oh yeah, no, they moved over here. And it's like, oh, okay. That's neat. What a great time to find out. But yeah, I think it was something along the lines of that. And then I think we got like another computer place. But yeah, it was just like, oh, okay then. I guess that option's ruled out. Yeah. An hour in, huh? I like how like I went for the. Well, I think I did freaking ruin myself because yeah, I did a 240 like straight talking and like 2.5 for the most part talking. So now like when I'm doing this hour and a half, even though there's like a week apart, almost, like yeah, it's it's I've run out of stuff, you know. Unless I want to repeat myself, but I feel like I've done that multiple times already. And here come the yawns. I'm surprised it took an hour for the first yawn to happen, because they happen a lot. Shocking, really. But yeah. Oh god, there's a hashtag for Biden to stay in. Yeah, I can tell like they are Biden diehards because they have like Israel and Ukraine flags in their like either in like their profile name or like their description. It's like, yeah, no, those are definitely Biden diehards. If they have like the Ukrainian or Israeli flag there. Which yeah, I guess like the leftist stance has just kind of changed like humanitarian aid for Ukraine. Not really freaking like military stuff to them. I think it's just because like Ukraine ultimately isn't that much better. Well, and also like the conflict has probably also been going for too long as well. It's probably another thing. So like it's just like, yeah, let's make the conflict maybe end at some point. Yeah. Yeah, I've really run out of stuff to say even now. I can tell. Yeah, and I still have to go in actually 2 minutes. Oh, I guess technically not, because yeah, if I go an hour ahead, it's just that I would end 2 minutes earlier. That's what that means. Yeah, that's also probably why, like, when I looked at the time, it was kind of weird as well, because yeah, it was 2 minutes earlier than what I would have looked at if I looked at how long I've been streaming for. That's what it is. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't really know what to do to gain viewers, honestly. I think at this point, for me, it's just gonna be to watch other people's streams, stay engaged with them, so then they can raid me, you know. And like, obviously, like, the less viewers you have, the harder it is for you to grow. And I've found out especially so. Although I feel like it's like, even like when you have like 5 viewers, it's hard. Unless like obviously you're in like a smaller category. But yeah, if you're in like just chatting or something like that, if you have like 8 viewers, it's like, yeah, no, you're gonna be even then kind of buried. Like 8 seemed like the minimum before it would actually start showing them, be like, hey, look at this person. That's neat, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, and I think like the amount of viewers you need to like actually make it sustainable just entirely depends on how generous they are and how much money they can give up. Because yeah, if you have very generous viewers, then you obviously would need less. Or just one dude with a lot of money. Because I'm pretty sure there are some of those dudes out there. Just have a lot of money and it's like, yep, I'm just gonna dump a bunch on this person. I think for me also the problem is just like, I want to share my knowledge and I just can't. You know, that's what's also a shame. I mean, I guess at least like all the other stuff is archived, but like it's a shame. Because I mean, yeah, I don't think technically a stream has had to go down. When was it? It's probably been over a year ago at this point, I think. Oh, I've been looking at the wrong thing. Shoot, hopefully I can still see it. Okay, yeah, I think I'm too far. Yeah, I'm definitely too far. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I unlisted the first like Harry Potter thing. That's right. Because I think that was also happening after all the or no, I think that was right before the Hogwarts Legacy stuff. That's what it was. Because I was playing the oh, okay. I found the other thing. Sorry. The last time was August 6th, 2023, and I privated that because it literally had what city I was from. Like a full-on docs. And I was like, yep, nope, that's not staying in. And I think I didn't notice it until I already uploaded the VOD. So like, yeah, I can't just go back in and cut it. Because I also have a thing of just like not re-uploading the VOD, like if I already upload the next one. So like, I don't think I noticed it really until the next one went up, so. Yeah, I just privated it. I'll probably unprivate it if I remember once I move out, but I think if I move to a different city, but yeah, for now, definitely not. It's definitely staying privated. That's why it's also like not being deleted, obviously, because it's just like, yeah, once I move cities, then like it's not gonna be an issue. But yeah, definitely for that, because it's not, the thing is also, it's like, it's not a big city either. It's a pretty small one. And so if it was like a Los Angeles, I feel like it wouldn't be that big of a deal. You know, or like New York. Like New York City. I feel like then it wouldn't be that big of a deal. It's like whatever. But yeah, no, it's definitely a smaller one. So I just would want to cut that out. To be fair, it's probably like easy to know a lot about me, just because I think I've doxed myself a lot on stream. And I've just re-uploaded the VOD because I didn't care enough to like not. I just didn't care. But yeah, I had all of my sends, but yeah, I think it's just because like I don't know how to end them or like what I'm talking about, so I just end it with "but yeah," so you know, like, oh hey, I'm stopping this point. Because I'm not good at just like ending a point, because I feel like also sometimes it just feels really abrupt. So like when I put in the "but yeah," it makes it make it feel like it doesn't end as abruptly. as well. So, I don't know. I feel like when I talk to myself though, I don't usually say but yeah. I think it's just like more of a stream thing. Or maybe if I'm talking to someone else about a certain topic, maybe I'll end it with a but yeah. But yeah. So yeah, I guess that's probably my most spoken phrases, but yeah. And again, it's just for that reason. Now I'm burping. I'm surprised the yawns and burps took an hour in until we finally got them, you know. Definitely would have been a lot earlier than that. I also definitely add more songs to this. I mean, too, if there are some people who just have like a singular song, so like maybe it's good that I have like 100, like over 100, but I still feel like it's like not enough. And I think that's just because my other playlist has 700 songs on it. So that could also probably be part of it. It's weird though, because I'm like, yeah, I want to add more songs to this stuff when I'm not even hearing it. Because I don't watch back my other VODs, like I don't. I'm sure if you were to watch all of them like back to back or whatever, like yeah, the songs would get annoying, but I think I was gonna end with that with a but yeah, because I think I ended with but I didn't finish it. But I think that was where a but yeah was coming out. Yeah, I really ran out of stuff to talk about. It's crazy. Oh shoot, I need to update my my Twitch bio. Dang it, I updated like everything else except my freaking, oh, is my went live still my old, oh yeah, we should definitely change that. I now realize my go live notification was still my old username. Whoops. Let's change that so it's my actual current one. There we go. All right. Now it's not confusing.
Shows are on YouTube. Enjoy the latest.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it was set up that way. Whoops. I mean, it wouldn't have been like embarrassing or anything, because I was gonna say like, oh, at least I didn't do it when more people saw it. But like, even that's really not that embarrassing.
I want to tell the real story.
It's just like, oh yeah, that happened.
Stars, AMC Plus,
Okay
and
then.
more. Find your favorite movies and TV on YouTube.
That's all right. Yeah. It's crazy. I don't, because I really thought I could like talk about something else, but yeah, I really don't have anything. Like that's crazy to me. Like I don't, but I just truly don't. Yeah. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. That's insane. That's actually crazy. That's happening. Ugh. The problem with the talking streams also is like I never go back and bother with like actually going back and getting clips. There's one that I did, and that's just because it was really memorable. But like everything else, because I don't even, to be honest, I don't think I remember or like a whole lot of what I say on stream. Except the stuff that's like been on my mind a lot, because honestly I think that is why I talk about stuff on stream and just kind of let it out. Because it is my way of like getting this thing out of my brain, like out of my mind. Even like the Trump assassination jokes and like my input on that was on my mind still a little bit. So I'm sure that will like drop a little bit, unless I go back on Twitter and just see that all of that happening again. I really need to probably stop going on Twitter, man. For my mental health, like my own sake, man. Or just go to like a certain corner of Twitter that like is like happy and fun and all that, and not just political headlines. Because God, whenever I look at any of the like trending political ones, it just makes my mental health just goes way down. Yeah, again, that's why like probably my mental health is as low it is because of how the world is. I think if the world was like fine and like all the stuff that like our actual issues and like they were dealt with, hey, we'd be pretty well off, you know? We'd do pretty all right. But yeah, it's a shame, really. I just threw educational as my tag just because like I didn't know what to do, man. Like, what do you want me to do for like political? Because if I put political, it's gonna keep people away. And like I get if people like don't want to listen to that stuff, because again, you can tell with me saying my mental health is low, like, yeah, it's pretty serious stuff and it freaking sucks to like just constantly have that information. But I still want people like, I want people to at least like give it a chance, you know, and like inform themselves about it. And, like, and if it's through me, like, I'm willing to do that. Because again, this is something I'm interested in, so like you're gonna probably hear from me regardless, and jokes from me about this stuff regardless. So yeah, I mean, like you're gonna hear it. Stretch. Ugh. Me, yeah. But yeah. Should I just make it on my just chatting thing? I just throw but yeah on it. But yeah. I don't know why it looks so blurry on Twitch itself, even though it's in 1080. It just looks off. Oh, I think if I go to the stream thing, like the, what is it? The stream manager, it might say the bitrate. Yeah, it says it's unstable, so it might be why. Yeah, actually, yeah, that looks fine. It's just like the spot, like when you actually would see on Twitch, it just like looks off. It's weird. Yeah. Oh, it still has the raid. Oh, I've hit 2 raids? Huh. Well, the one person raided me one. It was a one-man raid, but I think I've only been raided once. I have no idea what stream that was. Because it's from a year, too, so it doesn't really narrow it down. And I really don't want to bother going and checking all of them to see. Because that's just going to be so many streams, like it has the possibility to be. And again, I'm not going to bother with it. Like, I think honestly it would work if I go on my main channel on YouTube and actually just watch streams on YouTube, because I feel like, because I think they show the profile picture of the person, so I feel like my thing actually looks like it's my own thing, so like people would be like, oh, they probably make stuff, you know. And just comment on stuff too, like just actually comment on my main channel. So like, it seems like honestly my idea is just like ditch my viewing account, my viewing channel. Like the thing is like, yeah, if I want to add stuff to like a playlist or like move my playlist around, I have to go on that account. Which I mean, I guess it's fine because I still have the information of it, but it is still gonna be really weird. Yeah, that'd probably be my best bet. Because I mean, there is the off chance people would just like click on this stuff and be like, oh shoot, they actually make content. Because I don't know if they still do it. Maybe on the PC. I guess I can just go to random YouTube. Like, does it have it here? Okay, yeah, it doesn't have it here. I think at one point though with YouTube, it did actually have next to their name if they commented something, how many subs they had. Yeah, I think they got rid of that. Because the main channel has what? It only has 11. If I did with VODs, which has 114, I think people would be like, oh shoot, they actually do stuff. But also it's a VOD channel, so I feel like it'd be weird to comment on a VOD channel. I feel like the only reason to like comment on a VOD channel is to like pin comment it and like put as like a disclaimer about like the VOD or something like that. It's like the only acceptable time to use a VOD channel to comment about stuff. Or like make YouTube comments. Like even replies I feel like it's kind of weird. Like you still want to do like the main channel for that. But yeah, I guess again, like if I wanted to go actually like actively do that on the main channel and all that, like I'm gonna have to upload on the main channel again probably, because I feel like people are just gonna look at it. Well, to be fair, even if I do shorts, because if they go to the channel itself, what you see at first is like the regular videos, like the regular length videos. They don't see the shorts. There's like a short section, but like, yeah, they wouldn't see the shorts. I think even under recent, like if I were to go to the main channel, and then just view it, yeah, you don't see the shorts, you just see the regular videos. So yeah. Oh, one of them got a view. Hooray. That's neat. Yeah, there's a short section, but you have to go to it individually. So yeah. Yeah, except the Stone Cold one is my main thing. I feel like that's gotten more views recently. I don't remember being at 34, but maybe it has just always been at 34. Maybe I'm just forgetting about that. Oh, I think, yeah, it went up since I saw it. But that was like a year and a half ago. Dude, the main channel is actually mostly for like when I was really into speedrunning, so I just did the speedrun stuff on there. It's like where a lot of this is. It has 41 videos, but I think, how many does it say? I have 36 on here. It's actually more than I thought it would say. Oh, maybe because it counts unlisted stuff? Because, yeah, these two are private. But still, that'd be, what, 39? So I don't know where the other three gone are. Because, yeah, all of these are not there. Like, all those are unlisted, so I don't know. That's like 5. So I don't know where it comes up with the number of 36, but... Oh, maybe counting the shorts, because, yeah, I think actually they don't count the unlisted stuff. I think it's including the shorts with the number of videos. That's probably what it is. Yeah, because I think there are like 11 of these are unlisted and private, so then, and then there's 6 shorts. So yeah, I think the videos are including shorts. Which is weird because under the video section doesn't have shorts, but whatever. You know what? Whatever, man. But yeah. Like, yeah, the thing is with my profile pictures, like, it's entirely unique. Because, like, people will be like, oh, hey, nice profile picture, but, like, it's obviously taken from something. Mine is entirely unique. So I feel like that would set mine apart from most other things. And it's also purple and orange, you know? Unapologetically purple and orange. So it'd very much stick out. Like, it's a bright orange. It's a darker orange, maybe not, but it is a bright orange. So yeah, nope. That would definitely stick out. I do know I wanted the background to be like a bright orange, and then I was like, oh, that's too hard in the eyes. So I had to make it a little darker. I mean, you can literally see the VOD where I worked on it, because it was during a Phasmo stream. You literally can see it, because... Yeah, pretty much all of this I did on stream. That I have currently with the setup. I've done like none of this off stream. What does this button do? Why am I looking at this now? I don't know. Honestly. It's trying to load something I probably shouldn't try to while I'm streaming. That's probably not a smart idea. It is weird because like the bitrate's still at 6,000. It just says it's unstable. I don't know. Dang, I didn't realize with the drops you actually just need to like stream the game. And then the people just need to watch it and then you get the stuff. Dang, drops are like really simple like that, huh? That's crazy. Does it tell you drops are on? I don't know. It also seems like it's like the same couple of games as well, just for drops. Oh, unless it's like in a certain time frame. Oh yeah, I think that is what it is. It's a certain time frame. I think. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not sure how these work. Oh, your followers be alerted. But yeah, it won't tell you if it sure won't tell you, or like other people if they're enabled. Unless maybe once they follow, then it tells them. I have no idea. Yeah. Yeah, I probably honestly could clip more from that other Wii Sports one where I got really upset. It's just like when I don't like clipping myself being upset. I think that's why I also need someone to clip stuff, because I just don't like watching myself get upset. So like I understand like it's good content. It's just like I don't like watching myself do it, so then I'm just like, that's not a good clip. But yeah, in reality it probably is. It's just I myself don't think that because I am upset, so that's why. Yeah, so that's also probably why I'd want people to clip stuff as well. Because I wouldn't have to really listen to the clip either. I could just upload it and I'll throw it on there. Although I think I would actually have someone make like actual shorts, like well edited shorts, if I had the money to do that, like the resources. See, I hate video editing, dude. Like it sucks that like I want to get bigger, but like all the other stuff that I feel like would be good in helping me with that, I don't like doing it. So it's very hard to do that. There's no yawn. Oh boy. Another yawn. Also have English as a tag twice again. Is that on the channel as well, or is that just that's the main? Oh god. Why is that playing? Okay. Was that on the whole time? I hope it wasn't. It might have been. Ah, shoot. God freaking dang it. Man. Guess I just noticed that that was unmuted. I hope that was unmuted because I just went to the main thing, and so like it automatically unmutes, so then it did that as well. I have a feeling it didn't do that though, because I think I did also notice going in and never said like, oh, click to unmute or anything. God dang it. Although I thought I saw like times when the desktop audio wasn't playing at all. But that could have also just been like before I opened Twitch. I have no idea. God dang it. That sucks. Man. I don't understand what people have to gain for. I'm seeing now like Stan Joe trending, and it's like, what do you have to gain for like him staying in? There's a reason why people want him to drop out. It's not just because of the donors. Like, it's because people actually think he's like the worst candidate. So like, why should he stay in? He's like the worst chance we have. It's all betting on green, man. What are we doing? It's like, no, you should probably spread out your numbers. And it's like, nah, all on 23. It's like, why? Just spread it out with multiple numbers. Why are you going all in on this? It doesn't make any sense. It's like the worst thing you can do. The riskiest thing you can do. Doesn't make any sense. I think it's because they're also like, oh, we have to be united and all that. And it's like, yeah, no, we can be united after we kick him out. Or, well, not kick him out, but like have him like step down because we're like, oh, hey, you're actually like the worst candidate, you know? But I don't know, maybe that's too simple. I got no idea. I think I'll just end it 4 minutes early, you know? It's 4 minutes. You're not gonna really miss much. Yeah, I never realized how helpful these commands would be for me personally for the VOD. Because, yeah, I can just type these in, and then, because this was a part of my outro, but now you can just read it. I mean, it's also in the description, but also here, if you never look at the description. Yeah. And then also, do that, and then the VOD channel will show up. There it is. And so, yeah. The only thing I have to say is that all platforms, Anvil6464, that is where you find me. And yeah. See you Sunday then. So, goodbye.